What in the world was that about? My father's date muttered under her breath. Her arms were folded, and she added an eye roll, seemingly for effect. I didn't respond. Unlike her, it wasn't that I was being rude. I wondered the same thing. Like most everyone in the room, my eyes were riveted on the side door Trevino had rushed out of. When neither he nor his brother, who'd followed him, returned inside, the crowd eventually lost interest and resumed their chatter. Okay, everyone, bear with me. We have one more date to auction, Alex said from the stage. You won't want to miss this, she added, tapping the microphone. She kept talking, but I couldn't focus on what she was saying, especially when Brix walked in alone. I stood and intercepted him before he reached his table. Where's Trevino? I asked. Hey, Eberly, I think he went home. What happened? Brix sighed and looked beyond me to his wife. He held up his index finger, and when she nodded, he led me away from the tables. You know about the incident in the caves, right? He asked. Not exactly. Rumor was someone attacked him. Trevino sometimes has flashbacks. Not that he did tonight. He hung his head. Sorry, I'm not making sense. He thought he saw someone. Do you mean the guy who came in, then turned around and left? Brix's eyes opened wide. You saw him too? I didn't notice him until he was on his way out, and couldn't see his face. Like most everyone else, I saw Trevino's reaction when he jumped off the stage.
My sister told me to imagine everyone in the room was naked when I stepped out onto the stage as the last man being auctioned for a date, as part of the Wicked Winemaker's Ball's bachelor auction. While Alex was trying to be helpful, I wasn't as nervous as she assumed. In fact, part of me hoped no one would bid on my date. If that happened, it would be the last time she'd pressure me to do this. As far as picturing anyone naked, there was one person in the room I wanted to imagine that way. Eberly Warwick. It would take more than 2 hands to count the number of reasons I couldn't pursue anything beyond a professional relationship with her. The woman's wide-eyed innocence meant she was hands-off due to the dark desires someone like me not only preferred, but needed. Restraining myself around her was most difficult when we worked side by side at the parties we hosted in the original winery building on my family's property. On her first day on her job as an event planner, I'd followed her as she looked around the space, inside and out, and jotted notes on a pad of paper. What did you write? I asked, when she stuck her pencil behind her ear and smiled. We'll call it the Los Caballeros Stonehouse and Gardens. We will? I asked, taking in the sparse and mostly dead grass on every side of the building. That might be misleading. Are you sure you don't want to call it the old winery building? Close your eyes, she said. Since at that particular moment, I wanted her enough to willingly do whatever she asked of me, even bark like a dog, I squeezed them shut. Imagine the most beautiful gardens you've ever seen in your life. Okay. Where are they? At the inn in Cambria? Right, that's perfect. I peeked through one eye, saw her writing something else on the pad, then shut it before she caught me. What are your favorite flowers? She asked. I don't know. Roses, I guess? Also perfect. We'll use them on the wall in the front. Then behind the building, we'll plant a kitchen garden, and on the side leading into the woods, we could build an enclosure and call it the secret garden. And here? Eberly, can I open my eyes? Her simple touch on my arm sent white-hot desire coursing through my body, making me flinch. Sorry, she whispered. My eyes scrunched as I studied her. Had I imagined the way her breath caught, or the flush evident on her skin?